Good morning, New Hampshire. This is meteorologist Mike Hadad here in the Stormwatch 9 Weather Center with weather on the web. And hey, we are tracking quite a powerful storm in the deep south that does move in here starting later on today and mostly overnight tonight into the day on Monday. So some high impact alert weather is what we are tracking. Heavy rain, 1, 2, even 3+ inches in some spots beginning later on Sunday afternoon, but a lot of it overnight into Monday. So minor flooding, not out of the question. Some of the rivers, by the way, that we are watching, the Pemigewasset in Plymouth and in Woodstock, Saco River in Conway, also the Suncook in North Chichester, the Ammonoosuc River in northern New Hampshire as well. Some of those may begin to flood during Monday and Monday night. Now, in addition to rain, other high-impact condition could be some strong winds, especially near the coastline, where gusts could exceed 50 miles per hour. Another spot we're tracking high winds in the higher terrain of northern and western New Hampshire. Also, due to a high astronomical tide and strong winds out of the southeast, some coastal impacts for some minor flooding near the Monday afternoon high tide. And that high tide rolls in at about 3 in the afternoon. Speaking of rolling in, take a look at that storm early Sunday morning down in the deep south. A lot of heavy rain, severe thunderstorms barreling in from northern Florida all the way in to the Carolinas, and that system will be approaching today. However, out ahead of it, very little rainfall. Could be some drizzle or even spot freezing drizzle through about 9 or 10 a.m. today. Best shot of any spot icing north and west of the Queen City. However, by late today and this evening, we're well into the 40s as the clouds lower and thicken. For tonight, showers during the evening, picking up a bit in intensity, but heavier rain will arrive overnight tonight and on and off into Monday before it tapers off during the daylight hours of your Monday. Take a look at temperatures again, rolling in as the clouds take over for today. Wow, we've got, again, overcast skies and temperatures running above the norm, but not a whole lot of wet weather. Having said that, again, spotty drizzle, maybe spot freezing drizzle for some through the mid-morning, and then just cloudy skies with a light shower scattered about during the late morning and the afternoon. Jumping ahead now to 6 o'clock on Futurecast, notice how the rain begins to pick up. Some of that rain heavy at times overnight tonight and into Monday. So, ponding on area roadways and certainly some stream and small river flooding likely on Monday and Monday night. Could it be a thunderstorm or two? Not out of the question, as this storm is going to be cranking up with a lot of moisture and a lot of energy. The back edge of the rain should clear by 7 or 8 o'clock on Monday. Take a look at our future rainfall, anywhere from 1.5 inches to 3+ in some spots. By the way, if we do get that 3 inches in Plymouth, the Pemigewasset could flood to high, medium, or minor, or even moderate flood stage. Could be reached by the time we get into midday or afternoon. So we're going to be watching some of those streams and rivers closely in time. And because of that concern for some flooding out there, major road ponding, flooding in areas of poor drainage, and flooding along small rivers and in all streams, well, flood watch kicks in early Monday morning right through Monday evening for many parts of the state. Now, the wind, as I mentioned, another big factor, especially higher terrain west and right along the coastline. Because of that concern, a high wind watch kicks into effect Monday morning at 7 a.m. right through early Monday evening. Sustained winds out of the southeast at 20 to 35 miles per hour. However, some gusts could get up near 50 or even 60 miles per hour. So the best shot of widespread power outages would be at the coast and some of the higher terrain to the north and to the west. You'll notice with our future wind gusts, we're not talking about winds much higher than about 10, 15 to 20 miles per hour through 4 or 5 a.m. on Monday. But quickly after that, 6, 7, 8, 9 a.m., southeasterly gusts could get up to these levels. 40 miles per hour for many, and mid-40s along the coast. Even some of the higher terrain of the Monadnock region could see winds cranking up to about 45 to 50 miles per hour. By early Monday afternoon, winds of 20 to 35 miles per hour statewide could lead to a few isolated outages farther to the north and west. However, near the coastline, better chance of outages due to winds of 40 to 50 or even near 60 miles per hour. Then, Monday night, the winds shift around to the southwest, gust for a short time, and then finally begin to weaken by early in the evening. Coastal concerns, as mentioned, near the time of high tide around 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Because of that, coastal flood watch is up due to that strong wind onshore and that relatively high astronomical tide. The good news, the tide not as high as the last couple of days, but we could see some splashover and minor flooding at the time of high tide, centered from 1:30 or 2 in the afternoon through 5 o'clock Monday evening. Speaking of Monday, look at these highs. Today in the 40s, tomorrow, despite all the unsettled high-impact weather, temperatures jumping close to record levels for the mid to late part of December. We'll be updating you on the forecast for our high impact alert weather all day long and into this Sunday night, so stay tuned.